Good morning. I'm about to pull a critical video here, talking in front of the camera. I had somebody on LinkedIn reach out to me. Random person. I don't know them personally or anything. And they just told me that they just finished their boot camp for full stack. And they wanted to know if I had any advice for them to get into web development. So I just kind of wanted to share my opinions and my thoughts on how to get into web development role, and hopefully this will help someone out. That's my goal. First thing is to have a portfolio of some sort, because a lot of times when you're getting hired, there's cases where like they'll look at your code, but more often than not, especially if you get into like a front end position, they're gonna want to look at what you've done and like how pretty it is and the functionality of your site and how it acts. So that's like the first thing is portfolio. GitHub is also good to have, because there are cases where people will want to look at your code and see how you write it and see how you comment out your code, and how clean it is and all that good stuff. So GitHub is important as well. And I mean, if you're doing boot camp, you should already have these two things while you're doing your projects with your boot camp. The other thing is, sometimes, and this is a little bit frustrating, I can understand. Like when I went to college for computer science, I didn't actually get into my field of study in the corporate world for quite a bit of time. I did a lot of freelance after college, but getting into the corporate world was a longer journey for me. And the way I did that was I got a role web support. I was on like the bottom, the totem pole. But within the first 2 months, I was able to move into a front end position. So, I mean, a lot of, some of it comes down to luck. Some of it comes down to opportunity. I was in a good position where the team was small and we were growing. So I was able to get into that front end position because we needed somebody to do front end, and I was able to do that. So what I'm saying is, take the opportunities. Ask if you're going to get into a role like web support, make sure you ask if there's opportunity to grow, because you don't want to get stuck as web support. Other than that, I would say just keep applying, don't give up. And also ask for help if you need it, because you're always going to need. We don't know everything, so it's important to be able to ask for help. I think that's a skill that a lot of people don't have, because they're, either their egos are too big, or they think they know everything, or they're scared. So it's important to be able to ask for help. And going into that, if you need somebody to look at your portfolio or your resume, I'd be happy to do that. I mean, I can't look at everyone's, I don't think, because I don't have the time. But I'll put my email in. This video in the description. And if you need somebody to look over like your portfolio or even your GitHub or your resume, just in the subject be like, please review, and then what you want me to review, and I'll take a look at it. And good luck to you. Godspeed, and have a great day. Goodbye.